What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Creole Barbie here with Creole Barbie TV. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Creole Barbie. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe below to be a part of the hottest movement around, and that's the Barbie game. Now, when you push that subscribe button, listen up. When you push that subscribe button, be sure to press the bell notification. That way you are notified when I post all of my videos. So I really want to talk with you guys about some things. And before I get into it, y'all, I am like so freaking happy. I am off work. Like literally today was a struggle. When I say it was a struggle, it was a struggle. Your girl is out here PMSing, and I know it could be like TMI, but you guys are my gang, and I feel like I can talk to y'all about anything. So like ladies, when you start working at the post office, okay, and especially a plant, be sure to have like everything for the month at hand, including pain pills, because you never know when them might start kicking in, baby. It had me down today. But now that I had that out the way, I really want to talk to you guys about the reason why I chose to. So the reason why I chose to work at a plant and not a station is as follows. So this is the reason why I chose not to work at a station. And if you guys don't know, or if you're new and it's your first time visiting my channel, I make a lot of videos based on the USPS. I am a current employee at the United States Postal Service, and I make a variety of videos on the hiring experience, what to expect within your 90 days, how to deal with rude supervisors like the womp, 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 womp in your ear constantly, how to read your paycheck stub, because you know, in order to be a baddie out here in the world, you gotta get them coins right. So you gotta make sure you can read them coins and make sure you're getting paid the appropriate amount that it is to get paid in order to succeed, because that's what I do here on my channel. So the station is like this, okay? You have your 2 in the front of the house and you got your 2 in the back house. As the PSC sales, you will be working in the back of the house, okay? So it's gonna be you and another person. Basically, if that other person were to call in for the day, guess who's back there working? Yeah, it's gonna be you, because it for sure ain't gonna be the clerks, the window clerks in the front helping out. No, baby, no. Their schedule is 8 to 5, okay? So therefore, they're not staying later to help you. So that's something that you really want to take under consideration when working at a station. That's something that I took in consideration, because people always asking me like, why did you choose to work at a plant? Isn't a plant, we're under pressure that the plant is actually harder than the station? Physically, no. I feel like working as a PSC at a station is more physical, if you're worried about meeting the physical demands of the job, because you have to throw these big parcels. Like literally, you're going to be scanning a parcel and you're going to be throwing it, especially if you ain't got no bundle sorter. So that's something to take under consideration. Like literally, you are really working at a plant. You have different things to do, and it's a lot of people, therefore you got a lot of manpower that can assist you on things. At a station, it's just the 2 clerks in the back, supervisor's desk, and pretty much all eyes are on you. So don't get a supervisor that want to pick on you or choose to pick on you, because they're gonna be doing it, and I just can't. Like, I cannot have that much, I can't have that much attention on me, especially if I'm like new and I'm messing it up, and what if they got it out for me? So that's just something that I took into consideration, basically, to why I chose not to work at a station. And then not only to take all the mail that the processors at the plant processes, and it's called what is it called? high case mail. That's the mail that we process at the plant the third time. So this time, this high case mail that they're going to process at the plant, they're going to be processing it by hand. So like I said, if Keisha decides to call off, you're going to be doing all these tasks by yourself. And then when the carriers come back from the day, you have to take all the mail that didn't get sent out because of maybe an address change or that person passed away. Be able to figure all that out. You have to be able to learn the address scheme. You know, it's more to it. To me, it's more mental as well as physical at a station than it is at a plant. At a plant, I'm able to come to work, all right? I work in automation, so I operate machines. I process mail through a machine. So therefore, only thing I'm lifting is letter trays. I'm not lifting any parcels whatsoever. Now, mind you, if you are not an automations clerk, you will be dealing with some form of parcels as well at a plant. So you really have to figure out, you know, what type of mail processing clerk you are, because there's different type of mail processors. They're not the same. You have your automations clerk, you have your non-automations clerk. So that's something to really look into, and that's something that I actually look into. And when you are applying, make sure that you read the job description. Read it thoroughly. And the reason why I say that is because you will actually know what you're getting yourself into. And another reason to why I didn't choose to work at a station is because the hours. At a station, the postmaster decides on how many hours a PSE gets. If he doesn't feel a need for PSEs during that time, their hours are cut. You're only guaranteed 4 hours. And even at a plant, but you have more of a chance on getting 8 hours at a plant than you will a station, because it's more busier, it's more people, and it's more work to do versus your 2 clerks in the front, 2 clerks in the back. And during holiday seasons, you may have a third clerk or you may not have a third clerk. So you have to really carry on that weight, because you lie in the hands for the carriers. When y'all get that mail processed at that station and you get it out fast and everything is together, those carriers can get out. Ideally, a postmaster wants his carriers out on the road at 9 a.m. However, a lot of times it's not happening at a station. These carriers are getting out at 11, trying to do routes and things like that to be back by 1700. So it's really like a time management thing. It's really time management when you work at a station as a mail processing clerk. Another thing is that you are required to taking another exam, which is considered the window test at a station. And if you don't pass that window test, you won't have a job. Because a lot of like that is because a lot of people were trying to get out of taking the window test. So therefore, you know, if you see in the job description, it'll say like exam required, window exam required. That means after your 90 days or within your 90 days or when approaching your 90 days, you will have to take a window test at a station while being a mail processing clerk, because you have to be window trained. So that's just something I took into consideration too. And another thing is that when being window trained, you will then have to work behind the counter. Now you're dealing with the public. So that's a whole different type of ball game, because you're going to have people in there that's cussing you out, going off on you, calling you every name in the book, looking at all your flaws, calling you this, that, whatever. So if you have an attitude like me that ain't taking no mess from nobody, and you speak your mind and you are like ready to fight on words, then that's not for you. Like literally, it's not for you, because you're really gonna have to bite your tongue. You're gonna have to musa a lot, pray about it, and bite your tongue. Can't pop off back. So therefore, but you can't hit them with the next every time you see them. Be like, next. You don't have to serve them. If they do cuss you out and you are a clerk at a station, you don't have to serve them. Just so y'all know. And if you guys wonder how I know so much about this stuff, it's because I really investigate thoroughly when applying. I even spoke with clerks that are at my plant right now that came from stations. Another thing is that for you guys to take under consideration, and even for me, like, this is why I'm not at a station, is because as a PSC, you're going to be on a mandatory 6-day work week. At a plant, sometimes I work 6 days, sometimes I don't. And my overtime isn't mandatory. I pick and choose when I want it. When they call it, if I don't want to stay, I don't stay. At a station, it's none of that. You stay until the job gets done. And even if you by yourself and everything is not finished, you will be there until it gets finished. You're working 6 days a week. Sometimes you may be working 12 hours. You get there at 5 in the morning, leave at 3 o'clock in the evening. Like, literally, this is your life at a station. So therefore, those are things that I took under consideration. Every day at a station, your days can change. And another reason why I chose to opt out on a station is because when you start at a station and you are a PSC, and when it's time for you to turn over and be in career, they don't have in-house turnovers for you to become regular. A lot of times they will send you to a different location, which is another station, or they will send you to a plant. I have a lot of people that started off at a station and ended up in a plant, and the reason is because a lot of those clerks get window clerk position and they pretty much stay there. Like, so therefore, if you start at a station, just know when you turn career, that may not be the station that you'll be working at. They'll have a listing with bids to show you exactly where you can go once you turn career. But keep in mind, just know wherever you start off at, you're not going to be there when you become career. 9 times out of 10, you'll be going to a different station or you'll be going to a plant. Now, another thing is as well, your hours can be shaky depending on the city you live in. If you live in a rural area where there's not that many carriers, then you're not working that many hours. But if you're working in a busier city where there's a lot of carriers and a lot of mail volume, you're going to be getting more hours. So I can't sit and tell you how many hours you would get. Basically, I can just only give you a brief of why I chose not to work at a station and the downfalls of the station. There's more work at a station than it is at the plant. People think that the plant is hard, but baby, the plant is a piece of cake, because literally if you're working automation at a plant, all you're doing is lifting litter trays, processing the mail through a machine, reload, no type of mental tasking at all. It's not mental at all in order to achieve at the plant. So if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I mean give it a thumbs up. Comment below any comments or questions you may have. Also, be sure to be on the lookout for my next upcoming video that I will have that's titling 50 Facts About Me. So if you guys have any questions or want to know anything about me, be sure to drop them lines. That way I can go ahead and respond to it in my next video. In the meantime, I'm out. You guys be blessed. Stay safe out here during the coronavirus pandemic, because it is real. Literally, starting Monday, I have to wear a face mask at all times at the plant. If I don't wear a face mask at all, they were saying that we can get written up, because our mayor in my city actually called out mandatory face masks. So therefore, you know, your girl gotta try to do the beat with the mask. Gotta have my face beat with the mask, which is gonna be a little bit different, but hey, it is what it is. As long as we staying safe out there and keeping our jobs, is all that matters. Meantime, you guys, I'm out. Deuces.